Now, Iran has denounced its latest sportswoman to appear publicly without a hijab at a public event. Niloufar Mardani appeared unveiled on the podium of the women's skating marathon in Istanbul on Sunday, having claimed first place in the event. Despite competing in a personal capacity and not on behalf of the national team, Tehran sporting authorities still condemned Mardani for not wearing the outfit approved by the ministry. Niloufar has since called the incident unintentional. This is in light of the anti-government protests that have engulfed the country over the past 2 months over the killing of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old woman arrested by the so-called morality police for not wearing her hijab properly. As many as 14,000 people have been arrested since September, according to the UN. A group of Iranian MPs has called on the judiciary to issue death sentences for people arrested in the ongoing protests. What started as a protest against the enforced wearing of the hijab has now become the most direct challenge to the Islamic Republic in decades. Well, joining us now is Pouria Jafri, a senior reporter from BBC Persian. Pouria, this is now the second time we've seen an Iranian sportswoman without her hijab and being condemned by the authorities in Iran.
Exactly. It looks like Groundhog Day. It's just like different characters waking up and the same thing is happening. So what she just posted another video on Instagram apologizing that she's caused tension and all that, and the fact that she couldn't go on the podium with with the helmet, and she wasn't aware that she didn't have the hijab, and then she's deleted the story that she put on Instagram earlier. So one might ask, under what circumstances that video was recorded or posted, and if it was unintentional, okay, we say, like, for the sake of the argument, it was unintentional. But you look at the picture; she's got a black top, and it says Iran on the black top. It's written Iran in Farsi in the on the black top. And with the other video she posted on it, it looks like everything was planned, and she wanted to do this. And we've seen the case of Elnaz Rekabi, the climber, who did the same thing. And after she came back to Iran, we had like a similar reaction from her.
Is she likely to go back? I mean, what does this, taking part in a personal capacity actually mean?
That's absolutely crazy, because like she's been the most decorated skate roller. Female skate roller for Iran in the past, I don't know how many years. She's the only one who's ever got on the podium for an international in the Asian Games. She got a bronze medal, and she's got like so many national championships, and it seems like, let's say, like one of the best players from any country. Like, do they go to competitions for like personal capacity? It doesn't make sense. And one would ask, if she didn't take off her hijab unintentionally, let's say, did the Iranian Islamic Republic government would react to it like this?
Is she planning on going back? Do we know?
That's what she says. That's what she says in that Instagram post. But we know that, like, all these athletes, especially ones like in the low-tier sports, when they want to leave Iran and like take part in an international competition, they take a deposit, like it's either like a deed of a property or like some amount in the bank, and they have to leave that deposit with the authorities so that they won't behave in any way which is not in line with the code of conduct that the Islamic Republic
This certainly is for them, as far as the
no, the code of conduct it isn't, like, because
no, but the fact that she's not wearing her headscarf.
Sure, yes. But she says in the video that, like, she didn't mean to do that. And as I say, like, you put everything together, it seems that these sporting occasions, especially outside Iran, because you have the media attention, because you have the journalists, because these are special moments, like everybody's out with their mobiles, like doing stories on Instagram, on Twitter and all that. Like, this is an opportunity for them to kind of show solidarity with the movement against compulsory hijab in Iran, and they'll get all the media in the world to cover that, and they kind of are making the voice of those who are in Iran to be heard outside Iran.
Well, we are following this story very closely. So, Puriya, thank you so much for bringing us up to date.